Good morning, girls. Before we start the Servlet collaboration, let us see how to access all the parameters, whether they are inbuilt or defined by client, how to access the value of that parameter in our Servlet. I'll directly explain through an example. We'll create two different examples for that. Let us see one by one. Open your NetBeans ID, create one project. First, we will access all inbuilt parameters which are already available when you create your servlet, right? This will provide you the information of server. Here we will define an index.html page, right? We'll provide a name text box in this file and one submit button. You can see the coding of index.html. First of all, we'll set the action get parameter. With the same name, we will create one Java page, right? Servlet.java. So here my action is get parameter. Method, as per your desire, you can use get or post method. Now I want to place a one text box with label name. The input text box has a name nm and provide one submit button, right, with name click. Now let us see the content of get parameter. Create one new servlet by right clicking on source package, new and servlet, right? Then add some necessary information to create a new servlet, plus don't forget to click on checkbox which will fill the information in your web XML file. Now here you can see the get parameter.java file I have already created. Remove all the comment part. Keep these things as it is, as these things are not important for our current program, right? So keep all the packages as it is, no need to do any changes. The class name, as you can see, class is defined with get parameter name. Process request method we have. You have to just remove the comment line from try block, right? Keep your code as it is, everything till line number 26. Now we will use some methods to access the inbuilt parameter values. First is request.context path. First we will find the context path. You can use this method through object of HTTP servlet request, right? This method will return you the context path request URI, okay, that you can see on your browser. Then we want to print the server name. For that you have to use get server name method. Again, it is defined in HTTP servlet request class, right? So through the object of this class you can access this method. In fact, all the methods we have used in our current servlet all are available in HTTP servlet request class, right? So we can access that method, we can use that method with the object of this class. Then you can find the port ID of server where your servlet is running through the method get server port, right? This will return a port ID of your server where your server is running. Then you can get the information of path through the method get path info. This method will return you the value which method you are running, right? Whether get or post method, and that you can get through this method only. Next is get servlet path method. Here you can get the path where your servlet is stored, right? And then you can find the header names also through the method get header names. You will get each header information in separate form, right, through this method. For that you have to create one object of enumeration class, as we have already studied in our Java subject. And at that time I told you that you keep this thing in your mind. We'll definitely use this code in our next subject, that is in J2EE. So here it is. Through the while loop you can iterate each element of object E using the method has more elements, right? Through the next element method you can move on the next value which is stored in object E, and you can find the header value through get header method by passing a name of that header as a parameter, right? So it may be more than one header names will be defined for your program. So here we are storing that values in object of enumeration type. Let us run this program and see the output. Right click on your program and click on run. You can see the progress bar. This will open a Glassface server. As you can see, all the values are displayed. Okay, you must keenly observe all this value, right? Everything you want to see is on the screen. If you are confused, what you can do is you can comment all these lines, right? And run the same program again. Now see the output. Okay, so what is this? Servlet get parameter at prg slash prg6. This is an output of get context path. Now next time comment this line, activate the second one, line number 27, run it again, and you will get the information of second method, right? Localhost is a value which we got through this method. Similarly, we'll active the third one, get server port, run more time. Okay, we are running our servlet on port ID 8080. Now let us see the output of next method. Our next method is get path info. Run your program one more time. We'll run our servlet for each method right? Here the value is null. Now get method, we are using get method. Okay, now next is get servlet path. Get parameter, servlet path is get parameter. This is our servlet, right? Why we are running our program like this? Because if you run all the methods all together, you will get lots of output and you will get confused. So for the sake of simplicity, it is better if you run, if you activate methods one by one and see the output. So you will come to know what will be the output of which method, right? There is no problem if you run all the methods together, but it is little bit confusing for you. So it is better way to activate one method at a time. Now we will get a header information. Okay, the name is host, value localhost 8080, name is connection value, the value is keep alive. Again, the name of parameter is upgrade insecure request, value is 1. Next parameter is user agent, value is Mozilla 5.0. the whole version is given, right? Then next is accept value, which is text.html, application HTML, right? Again the whole value is given. Then next parameter is section fetch site, and value for this parameter is same origin. Then next parameter is section fetch mode. How do I come to know this is a parameter? Where the name is mentioned and the next word exactly following name is a name of parameter, and the value is a value for this parameter, right? Section fetch destination is document, name is refer, again value is http localhost program 6. The name of last parameter is accept encoding and value is gzip. Don't be so confused, this is for just your knowledge, nothing else, right? Don't bother about it. Let us see how to access the parameter which are defined by a client, right? Set by a client. Create one more project and define an index.html file. Here you can see the HTML file. Here I have set the action get parameter, and you can see one text box is defined, one password box is defined, and one again type is address type is defined, and submit button. The name of servlet is get parameter and method is get. Now I want to access all these values in my servlet, right? So for that what we will do is we will define a one servlet with name get parameter. Here how to access all the parameters which are defined in our HTML file, it is very easy. As I have shown you in previous two example, you can take the help of get parameter method. Through get parameter method, you can find the value sent by user, right? This we can get and this we can access through the object of HTTP servlet request. Object of HTTP servlet request. TXT name is defined in our index.html file. Here it is. Then second, we want to access the value of text password text box, and finally text address. So all we can access through get parameter method, right? Similarly for address field, the name of address field is txt underscore address. Let us run this program. Sorry. Name is password. I have given the same password, and address is Delhi. Now click button. You will get all the information on the next page. This all values we got through the method get parameter. It is so easy, right? Name equals to Rina, which we got from the from text box with name txt underscore nm, then password txt underscore pw, and then address txt underscore ADD, right? These are the names defined for our text boxes, which are declared in our HTML file, right? If you want to create one more field over here, you can do like this. For example, I want I will take one more text box. And text ch2, right? I will use this name in my Servlet. Go to your Servlet page, and what we will do is here replace the field name by this one, right? And school is, now you can run your program. Password is ABC XYZ. I'm typing. Okay, why it is showing null? Here we gave a space, remove it, right, and run it. Okay, so it is very easy to get the values from index page to HTML page to our servlet, right? In this way you can get all the values from wherever required, whenever required. Thank you.